Introduction: The weight and power of words. In modern society, we use countless words daily. Whether through social media, emails, conversations, or calls, words play a crucial role. However, the way we use words can sometimes hurt others or damage trust. Buddhism teaches us about right speech, which is more than just using the right words. It involves understanding the power of words and using them responsibly. Chapter 1: The Trap of Words. Miki, a career-driven woman working at a major advertising agency, is the protagonist of this story. Her daily tasks involve developing advertising strategies to highlight the appeal of various products. One day, a client requested her to exaggerate certain truths to outdo competitors. Miki hesitated briefly, but eventually accepted the proposal for the sake of success. The campaign turned out to be a massive success. However, it later became clear that the product fell short of expectations, resulting in a flood of consumer complaints. This incident made Miki reflect deeply on the power of words and the responsibility they carry. Chapter 2: What is right speech? One day, Miki came across a book on Buddhist teachings at a bookstore. It introduced the concept of right speech. In Buddhism, right speech is one of the components of the Noble Eightfold Path, emphasizing the use of words that are truthful, kind, beneficial, and timely. The book also mentioned that when practicing right speech is difficult, choosing silence is often the wisest option. Moved by this teaching, Miki decided to reflect on how much her words aligned with the principles of right speech and vowed to make changes. Chapter 3: Reevaluating how to use words. The following day, Miki began consciously practicing right speech in her workplace conversations. She avoided exaggeration and ambiguous language in her proposals, striving to deliver accurate and honest information. However, her colleagues did not immediately recognize her efforts. Some even mocked her for being too serious, while others criticized her, saying, "That won't work in this industry." Despite this, Miki continued to practice right speech. Gradually, her approach earned the trust of her clients, and her colleagues began to reassess their initial judgments about her actions. Chapter 4: The Power of Silence. One day, during lunch with her coworkers, a colleague began bad-mouthing their boss over a recent mistake. Miki felt the urge to join the conversation, but instead chose to remain silent. Later, the boss overheard the remarks, and the colleague faced harsh reprimands. Meanwhile, Miki's silence spared her from any trouble and even garnered respect for her calm demeanor. Choosing silence does not mean being powerless. Instead, it serves as a powerful tool for avoiding unnecessary conflict and maintaining honesty and integrity. Chapter 5: The Impact of Words. Miki later took on a new project and once again found herself strategizing an advertisement. This time, she focused on creating a campaign that adhered to the principles of right speech. The result was an overwhelmingly positive response from consumers, leading to increased sales and strengthened trust. On the other hand, a colleague who had stuck to their usual exaggerated advertising style faced backlash from consumers for misleading claims. The criticism damaged both the company's reputation and the colleague's credibility. This experience reinforced Miki's understanding of the importance of right speech. Chapter 6: Practicing Right Speech and Silence. The Buddhist teachings of right speech and silence have immense relevance in our daily lives. Whether at work, in conversations with family, or through social media, being mindful of our words can prevent misunderstandings and conflicts. When practicing right speech feels challenging, having the courage to choose silence can also be crucial. While silence may sometimes be misunderstood as indifference, it can be a powerful means of avoiding unnecessary disputes and maintaining integrity. For example, if you need time to think before responding, you could say, "Let me take a moment to consider," or "I'll share my thoughts after hearing more." These statements explain your silence and help avoid potential misunderstandings. Conclusion: the wisdom of right speech and silence. As this story demonstrates, right speech and silence are vital teachings in Buddhism. Words carry immense power. When used wisely, they can foster trust and strengthen relationships. However, when misused, they can harm others and erode trust. If each of us strives to practice right speech and silence in our daily lives, we can build a more harmonious society. Let us keep this teaching close to our hearts and use the power of words responsibly. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope this story has been helpful to you.